Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. Today is November 1st, 2022, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the Japanese loses ground once again to 147 yen for the dollar. Now looking at the major economic events of today at 4 p.m. South African time, out of the United States, we have an ISM manufacturing PMI numbers coming out. Now, as we look at the various markets going into tomorrow's big FOMC, Forex symbols, the major pairs pretty much slight gains across the board while we're watching the yen lose ground. Like looking at the indices, the Dow Jones surges higher while the NASDAQ is unchanged. Looking at commodities, gold and oil both gain. Looking at stocks, Facebook continues to sell off to $93 a share, new lows for the year. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains steady. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're going to start out with the Euro USD. Let's change the chart to the Euro USD. There we go. You see that it's remaining somewhat buoyant. Okay, it did gain a little bit here yesterday. Nothing to really write home about. You know, it's not in a big kind of swing kind of situation that we're looking at. What is for sure is tomorrow's big number. So I would just take it easy the next 24 to 48 hours, okay, just as this is still being kind of digested in the markets. Now looking at the GBP USD, kind of like the same story, just slight gains. That's a 4-hour chart that's hitting that 30-day moving average as there's a crossover there between the two averages. Now looking at the Australian dollar, also just gained slightly this morning, even though we had a number come out this morning on a 4-hour chart with just hugging that 200-day moving average as well. So that is also very important to keep in mind. Now looking at the commodities, first starting out with gold, we rallied back from 1630 to 1664, a nice little pivot move on the upside. Now altogether though, okay, we're still at that bottom of the range. Okay, we're jumping off of it every so often, but we're hugging that real support at 1620, and it may look like we're going to break it once again. Looking at crude oil remaining buoyant here at $87, between $83 and $90 it's been trading, and now we're at the upper range of that. Now looking at the US markets, this is where it's getting interesting. The Dow Jones trading at 32,947. Now it did have a day where it hit all the way here at 33,300. Now there is somewhat of a resistance-ish area in this area as we're going into tomorrow's number. Very important number, as you guys know, as to what's going to happen with the Fed rate decision. I'm looking at the NASDAQ though, dead. It gained a little bit, but really just trading sideways. We're seeing a lot of sell-off when it comes to the high-tech stocks, specifically Facebook. Now, Facebook has a certain reason why it's going down. It's kind of shifting its business model to fit what's they think is going to be tomorrow's technology. And, you know, they're putting a lot of investment in this VR virtual reality stuff. And so they're getting hit pretty badly at $93 a share. Now, looking at Apple, did sustain a bit of its gain yesterday, but not really, as it's trading at 153. If you look at some of the other stocks, Alcoa on the bottom of the range. Google is also at the bottom of the range. Amazon really very weak, not coming back to that 110 level as we've gapped down. So this may imply that we're going to go further down. Intel also losing ground, which is really important. And JP Morgan is the one that you're going to have to look at tomorrow as the interest rate decision is going to come out. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, we're just staying buoyant at 20,600. Nothing really to write home about. But again, nothing really on the upside, nothing really on the downside. So what I would really suggest for those that are trading the markets, the next 24 to 48 hours, just be very, very specific. It's going to be choppy. There may be pockets of opportunities. Book your profits really quickly and take advantage of those extreme moves. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.